Joyner Lucas, ADHD 2. Before we get into the breakdown, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We're dropping new episodes every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, from rap beefs to album explainers. You're watching Fake Famous, Class in Session. Let's talk ADHD 2. The backstory. The weight of a name. When Joyner Lucas dropped ADHD back in 2020, it wasn't just an album, it was a manifesto. That project put his name in the mix with the greats in the making. It was a record built on vulnerability, frustration, and a relentless need to prove himself. That debut carried the weight of a man finally being heard after being overlooked for too long. Fast forward 4 years, and we get ADHD 2. And it's different. Not just in production or polish, but in purpose. This ain't Joyner begging to be included anymore. This is Joyner saying, I'm here whether y'all like it or not. He's no longer the underdog asking for validation. He's the vet demanding respect. And you can feel that shift from the opening tracks. There's hunger here, but it's seasoned. Less desperation, more declaration. The vibes. Anger in HD, ADHD 2 is a sonic mood swing. 1 minute you're in your feelings, the next you're bouncing like it's a club anthem. But make no mistake, the core vibe of this album is rage, controlled, sharpened, and aimed at everything that's been pissing Joyner off. Let's break it down. Conscious tracks. You've got joints where he gets deep into mental health, betrayal, his come up, and the scars that fame left behind. Songs like Devil's Work Part 3 aren't just clever, they're uncomfortable. They force you to sit with your own beliefs and question the system around you. Turn-up anthems. Then you've got the bangers, heavy bass, hi-hats, and flows that punch you in the chest. Joyner knows how to rap for the whip and the message board. Tracks like Cut You Off and 24 Hours give you energy without sacrificing substance. Cinematic storytelling. This is where Joyner really flexes. His storytelling is on another level. These aren't just songs, they're scripts. You can see the scenes as he raps them. Think Stan mixed with power, visual, gritty, and precise. He paints full narratives with just a few verses. Overall, the production on ADHD 2 is richer, more layered. But the real upgrade is Joyner himself, his delivery, his cadence, his confidence. He's not experimenting to find himself anymore. He knows who he is, and he's pissed off. But here's the twist. That anger? It's not reckless. It's calculated. He's not just throwing shots. He's calling plays. And every track on this album feels like it's part of a bigger strategy to shift his perception from talented underdog to top-tier artist. And that brings us to the songs themselves, the heartbeat of the album, the records that show us exactly where Joyner's mind is in 2024. Let's break down the standout tracks, the ones that hit hardest, spark the most debate, and prove why ADHD 2 might be his most important album yet. The heart of ADHD 2. Let's talk records, because this is where ADHD 2 starts to reveal its soul. These aren't just singles, they're statements. Every song feels like a diary entry, a therapy session, or a middle finger, sometimes all three. Devil's Work, Part 3. This series is peak Joyner. The way he talks to God like he's sitting across the table, it's raw. He asks the questions most people are too afraid to say out loud. Why are the innocent taken while evil walks free? Why do we idolize celebrities but ignore real heroes? And most of all, is anyone even listening? He name drops, sure. But it's not just for shock value. It's commentary. It's grief turned into gospel. This is where Joyner shines. And when he's emotionally unfiltered but intellectually sharp, it's a bold opener and a reminder that he's not here to play it safe. Best for Me. This one's painfully honest. He opens up about the kind of relationships that drain you, the ones where love feels more like war. He's not blaming the other person, but he's also not protecting them. Lines like, I gave you pieces of me I don't even have for myself. That's not just rap, that's therapy. The beat's mellow, the hook is haunting. It's the kind of song you play when you're spiraling at 2 a.m. and trying not to text your ex. It's grown man rap, emotional maturity over tight drums. Sticks and Stones, Feet, Conway the Machine. Straight bars. This joint is mean. East Coast energy. That grimy, hoodie up winter in New York feel. Conway comes in swinging, no surprise there. But Joyner holds his own. You hear two different versions of pain. Conway's street-born scars, Joyner's emotional war wounds. It's not just lyrical, it's textured. This song doesn't need a hook, it is the hook. Fell in love. Now this is Joyner showing his range. It's melodic, smooth, almost radio ready, but it doesn't feel like a sellout. It feels like a pivot. He's not just rapping about love, he's sounding like it. The harmonies are clean, the beat floats, and it's catchy without being corny. It's giving. Spotify playlist energy. Summer night cruise. I hate you, but I still miss you. Vibes. This is how you expand your audience without losing your identity. Cut you off. This one's personal. Joyner's fed up. With clout chasers, with snakes, with fake loyalty. The beat knocks. Heavy 808s, minimal distractions, so the focus is on the words, and the words, they cut deep. He even flips the concept mid-verse. Sometimes the people you need to cut off are versions of yourself. It's self-reflective and savage at the same time. 24 hours, feat, Symba. This track deserves its flowers. Symba comes in like he's trying to steal the whole album, double entendres, slick flows, hunger in every syllable. Joyner knew what he was doing with this one. He wanted competition. The beat is minimal but tense, like the bars are carrying the weight. And the hook? Simple but effective. 24 hours in a day, gotta make everyone hit. This is a hustler's anthem. No handouts, no sleep, just grind. Say it. A sleeper cut, but it slaps. It's confrontational, aimed at fake friends, shady contracts, and opportunists. Feels like Joyner unloading years of resentment in 3 minutes flat. Features and production. Chaos with a purpose. Now let's talk features, because ADHD 2 ain't just Joyner in a vacuum. He brought some heat with him. Conway the Machine on Sticks and Stones. That classic Griselda grit. The bars are surgical. The energy is cold. NBA YoungBoy. Surprisingly cohesive. On paper, it sounds wild. But the chemistry works. YoungBoy's chaotic energy blends with Joyner's controlled aggression. Symba, arguably the MVP feature. Every line is quotable. This is iron sharpening iron. Joyner thrives when he's challenged. And Symba delivers. And production-wise, it's a buffet. Boom bap for the purists, trap drums for the club, soul samples for the heads, even rock elements on some joints. Gritty guitar riffs that punch through the mix. It's not the most cohesive album sonically. You'll go from introspective piano keys to full mosh pit drums in 2 tracks. But it works. Why? Because the mood is consistent. The chaos feels intentional. Every beat choice reflects the emotion Joyner's rapping about. Sad songs sound sad. Angry songs sound angry. And when he wants to flex, the beats give him space to breathe fire. So now we've heard the message, we've felt the emotions. But what does ADHD 2 mean for Joyner's place in the game? Is he finally in the top tier convo, or is he still fighting ghosts? Let's talk about the impact and where this album leaves Joyner Lucas in 2024. Criticism and growth, a work in progress, not a perfect album. Let's keep it a buck. ADHD 2 isn't flawless. For all its lyrical fire and emotional weight, there are some missteps. Filler tracks. A couple songs feel like they were made to fill space, not say something. They don't ruin the vibe, but they don't elevate it either. Hooks. Some choruses lack replay value. Joyner can wrap circles around the game, but sometimes the hooks feel like afterthoughts. You might nod your head the first time, but you're skipping by the third listen. And then there's the tone. The album is heavy. A lot of pain, a lot of anger, a lot of weight. And while that's Joyner's lane, it might limit the album's reach. There aren't many fun records, no mainstream candy, and that's a choice. But honestly, that's also where the growth lives. This ain't the same Joyner from 2017 trying to shock the internet into attention. This is a man who's wrestled with fame, loss, betrayal, and came out sharper. There's less gimmick and more grit, less look at me and more this is me. He's self-aware now, calculated, and whether you love him or hate him, you can't say he's not authentically Joyner, and that's important, because Joyner's not chasing the algorithm. He's not out here trying to crack Billboard charts just to say he did. He's building something bigger, a legacy. ADHD 2 feels like his most complete statement to date. Not perfect, but purposeful. It's an album that says, I don't need your cosigns. I am the cosign. Final questions. The ranking game. So now the $1,000,000 question. Where does ADHD 2 rank in Joyner's catalog? Is it better than ADHD 1? Is it more polished than Evolution? Is it more him than Along Came Joyner? Some will argue he still needs that one undeniable classic. The Good Kid, MAAD City Moment. The album that silences the doubters once and for all. Others, already calling him underrated GOAT tier. Wherever you land, one thing's clear. Joyner Lucas is not going anywhere. He's evolving, sharpening, and ADHD 2 is a hell of a chapter in that journey. So what do you think? Is ADHD 2 Joyner's best work yet? Is he knocking on GOAT doors? Or does he still need that one legendary project to seal the deal? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We're reading everything. And don't forget, next up, we're ranking every Eminem alter ego. Then on Saturday, it's a double feature. Every Joyner Lucas album explained. Every Eminem album explained. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and tell a friend to tap in. Fake famous. We out.